I think for me, it's one of those situations where I'm super excited more about working with a buddy and working with friends here. Thank you for joining us again. Dumb Fans Sports Show. Dumb Fans Sports Show. Amro, Harp.
Spelt correctly.
Spelt correctly if you guys have been following us, which none of you have. We've just been making up as we go here on our podcast. We're getting things a little bit, look, like we got a little production value now for all of our fans. I'm really excited about this. See, look at this. Look at our logo does this stuff. And our logo now turns into a car.
Animation there.
It just drives right off, right? Like, who else is doing that besides everybody? Weekly updates of sports here. We catch you up on all the stuff, whether it comes to hockey news, football news, and that's all the sports we're going to do.
March Madness is starting.
Oh, yeah, college basketball. Do you watch live college basketball? Or?
No, I don't.
Yeah. I love to gamble on college. Gambling. We love gambling. So if you got any gambling tips, please like and subscribe. Lay down your bets on what you're doing that week. We'll do the bet too. We'll make some money. We'll do it together, folks. This is
We won't hold it against you.
Yeah,
Maybe we will.
This is how we screw over the sports books together. That's what they don't want us to do. Couple of news in sports today, this week, or at least in the past few days. Big one.
Matthews, knee on knee.
Yeah, we didn't touch on this in the last episode.
No, we didn't.
But we can talk about it here. I'm still surprised this happens in the league.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised that it happens. I'm surprised of the outcome after, especially with the Matthews one.
Yeah.
But yeah, what did you think of it?
Well, I was just like, again, I'm like, I think we're at a point now where the NHL has evolved to a league where you need to have 2 or 3 legitimate superstars on your team. It's kind of like the NBA a little bit now. It's sort of like gravitating towards that, where you got to have 2 or 3 guys who in the playoffs carry the mail for you. Like these are like your bona fide superstars. Definitely one on defense. You can have 2 forwards who are like can go to level 11 when you need them to. Like
The PDs of the world, the Matthews, the McDavids.
By Peter, you mean Pete Sampras? Because Elias Pettersson in Vancouver is a fake star, not a real star. Okay, I'm talking McKinnon, obviously Rantanen, McDavid, Draisaitl. These are the guys. Kucherov. Look what Kucherov, Point, Gensel, Cirelli are doing. And they've just transformed their whole season, and that's how good these guys can be. Like they can elevate their game. Addis Schaefer on the Islanders. Look what he's doing now for that team. Like it's amazing to me what these guys do. They have like this ability to game break on a muscle memory. So when you have a guy like Radko Gudas just target a star like that, I'm surprised the league doesn't go down harder because they're like, we need these guys are in the 1%, and we need them to be our quarterbacks, where there needs to be more protections in place to have these guys okay.
And Gudas is a repeat offender.
So what do you get?
He got 5 games.
Yeah.
5 games
That's awful.
For a blatant knee on knee. Because sometimes you hit the knee and it's an accident thing, but this looked like he was trying to injure him. Mm-hmm. And I'm not a Toronto fan at all, but I feel bad for Toronto, the Toronto organization, Matthews himself. So the 2 things, the reaction from their team was disappointing. This happens in the olden days, or even to a star like McDavid on a different team. If this happens, there's a reaction, immediate reaction from the players. Mm-hmm. Nothing happened. Riley was on the ice. Nylander was on the ice. And they all looked like they were looking at what was happening. It didn't look like they didn't see it, because they reacted with their hands up like this, but no one went after Gudas. No one went after any other Anaheim Mighty Duck on the ice at that moment. Which is... If you're the captain of the Toronto Maple Leafs, you're on the ground and you see that no one's reacting, how does that make you feel?
Well, I've always thought that Toronto has a problem with camaraderie. I feel like they just can't get over the hump. I think if you got a team that's really, really tight, you can find a way to win together. These guys find a way to lose together. So I actually wasn't surprised with that because it's a weak mentality when it comes to a team like that. And the only thing I'm disappointed is that the coaching they brought in was supposed to curb that. And, you had a Stanley Cup winning coach there who built you had a team that took Boston and punched them in the face to win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
And they couldn't manufacture this with Toronto. They don't have the right mix. Now you got guys like Knives, Michelli. I think that there's like guys you can really build some pieces around. But I've always liked Nylander. He's not a fighter.
And you don't even need to be a fighter. I think you just need to go and grab somebody.
Yeah, you gotta grab a jersey.
Grab a jersey, just kind of push around a little bit. Just make it look like, hey, you know what? You can't do that to our captain.
Yeah.
You can't do that to our star player, even if he wasn't the captain.
Yeah, I think before that hit, honestly, I really liked Matthews' season this year. I think he really regulated his game down to something very simple. And he was using his abilities more, like his natural shot. Won a gold medal, obviously as the captain for the Team USA.
He's been
Do you remember when USA beat Canada for the gold medal? Do you remember that game though?
I remember that game. He's been a good two-way player. He definitely hasn't been scoring enough.
Yeah, hasn't been scoring enough. Like I said, I feel like his game, it looks more involved in the play. I feel bad for the guy. Obviously, he can walk away with a really successful year. They weren't making the playoffs.
So now, do you re-sign with Toronto? He's only got a couple years left, and this happens. I mean, I would be questioning it.
It's hard to admit as an organization that you want to hit the reset. When you look at a team like Montreal, what they've been able to put together, it's amazing that Montreal market's so inundated with reporting that was able to relatively put together a rebuilding 5 years in terms of like getting pieces together. They did have that Stanley Cup run during the bubble before they got beaten by the Tampa Bay with Caulfield and Suzuki on the rookie deals. And now these guys are at the forefront with players like Demidov.
Those are your rookie deals now.
Yeah,
Hudson,
who he re-signed, but was still on a very favorable contract. You bring in Noah Dobson. That was like a perfect storm for Montreal, where they were able to they understood that they're in the market, they were going to be getting a lot of questions. But when you have a buy-in to reset, I think you have to ask yourself: one, are we okay to take those losses? And B, are our fans okay? I think Toronto would be okay to do a reset. They've seen the same story. Yeah. It's been a great run. Maybe it's time to just hang the hat and get Matthews into a location where you can get yourself the best return possible. Quinn Hughes brought in a haul for Vancouver. Did you see what Quinn Hughes brought? He's so great.
and Matthews would probably get the same.
Oh, for sure.
And a lot of teams would want a scorer like that.
4 first rounders, in terms of maybe 2 picks and 2 first round prospects. Yeah, I think that this would be the time to do it. And then you can build a team around Nylander. Nylander loves Toronto.
Yeah, he loves Toronto. He's just, I don't know if you build a team around him though.
He's Mr. High Life. He's great for a quote, and
he's good for entertainment. Yeah, definitely.
Eats pressure. That guy eats pressure better than anybody I've ever seen. Honestly, he's built for a Canadian market.
He's got a tank top on, and as he's a healthy scratch, or was he injured? I forgot what it was.
Let's talk about Ovi.
Yes, Ovi's at $9.99 for
insane.
gold.
That
is crazy.
That's insane.
So that $9.99 happened today. So he's one away from 1,000. Only the second player to do this would be him. Gretzky's the other guy. And this is regular season and playoff games.
Yeah, so Gretzky's was at 1,000 and
1,016.
And me and Steven, producer Steven there, was talking about how Gretzky did it in 5 days.
Yeah.
He scored 1,000 goals in 5 days.
5 playoff games and he was there.
It's a real tragedy that Ovechkin had to deal with 2 lockouts, because he could have easily eclipsed 1,000 by this point. We could be talking like 1,200, 1,300 points.
And even just going in deep playoff runs, like Ovi didn't have that luxury.
Yeah.
Like Gretzky was in how many deep playoff runs?
That's true. I mean, look, he was a first ballot Hall of Famer. He got the cup. I think that was a big relief to everybody who was an Ovi fan. No more than Ovechkin. Look how relieved he was. Like,
Partied that whole summer.
the whole summer. Nobody
I think going into the training camp, he was still partying.
nobody partied harder with that cup than Ovi.
He deserved it.
Everybody's supposed to get their day with the cup too, and they're like calling Ovi, like, "Hey man, are you gonna?"
Where's the cup?
Oh shit, man. Yeah, I'm on the Yukon. So really rooting for Ovi. Hopefully he gets it. Let's switch gears here because we have a lot of time. We'll talk a little bit of football here. It's in the off season. NFL is the best sports franchise. You can fight me on, I don't care. But I can talk football all year long. We can talk football all year long. You can make bets on who's signing where.
I wish you could.
Yeah, that'd be really good actually. Like and subscribe to this. Let us know any wagers you want to put on where players are going for free agency. That'd be really, really great. We want to talk about Broncos. So they get
quick rundown.
Yeah.
Broncos get Waddle.
Yeah.
From Miami. So Miami looks like they're just destroying their
That's
team.
insane. So we were just talking about resets. Miami's making that push.
Miami's doing the reset, and which makes sense if you don't have a star QB, your number one QB. There's that injury.
Yeah.
Always that injury question. Why not do a reset?
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, Tua went to Walmart and then couldn't play the rest of the preseason.
Him and I think Hughes went for dinner and he had a concussion. He cut his head.
He was using a Fisher Price knife or what it was. Yeah. So when that's the situation, then I agree. It's probably time to cut loose.
Yeah. So your boy Fields goes to the Chiefs. He's gonna get mentored by Mahomes.
Hold on a second. Who's boy?
Your boy.
Justin Fields? Justin Fields is my boy.
Justin
Fields is not my boy. Okay?
He was your boy when he was on Chicago.
I'm loyal to my team, okay? I'm loyal to my team. He was the quarterback of the team. Couldn't throw the ball. Refused to throw the ball. Actually.
Well, I
think
think
still refuses to throw the ball.
Well, this is why I think he went to the Chiefs. I think he's going to learn basic QB skills behind Mahomes.
Yeah, well, probably a good person to shadow. I think he's better served to be the running back for the Chiefs. Have him as the running back, or make him the water boy. That's fine too. Like he doesn't need to be on the field. They have
that move there doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Having Fields as a backup there.
Well, let me say this: if Fields has amazing legs, so we know he can run. If I have a scheme where I put Fields as, let's say, punt returner, was that a bad idea? I don't know. He hasn't had any success as a quarterback. He's awful. And
he wins you games. What else is a QB supposed to do? He wins games. He has won games. Okay.
Statistically speaking, yeah, he has won games. You know what? Actually, we can do this now because I can go on the screen here, Harp. Look at the bottom of your bullshit, buddy. Don't you worry. I'm going to look up Justin Fields' career numbers. How's that sound?
Okay, so while you look that up,
please do. Yeah, please do.
Let's run down a couple more things. Kyler Murray goes to the Vikings, which I think is a great move for the Vikings and for Murray.
There's Bozo McGee here. So let's take a look here. So, do they even give us... let's see. I can go to Football Reference here. Let's shout out to ProFootballReference.com. Let's take a look at some of the statistics for old Fieldsy here. Just to get to career. He's got
16 wins. Is that wins? This must be the...
Yeah, so 16 wins, 37 losses as a QB in terms of his career. He's played 59 games in his career. He was 9-6.
Almost 10,000 yards.
Almost in rushing or throwing?
Throwing.
That can't be right.
It's completion percentage, 61, 62. That's got to be yards
He's
completed.
2-7. Okay, so this website obviously isn't working very well. So we tried. Hey, we tried to support the we tried it out. Didn't work. So you were saying?
So Kyler Murray to the Vikings.
I was shocked.
I remember I was hinting that there was rumor that Vikings might get Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Well, it happened.
Yeah.
And he's on a professional. I forgot how it's what it's called.
He gets the buyout with the Vikings or the release.
So he gets that money from Arizona. And now he's on a very low salary
for scale, but pretty much.
Yeah, with the Vikings, which is great. Jefferson gets a QB now.
Well, he gets a QB who can run the ball too.
He can throw and run.
Yeah, unlike Fields, he can do both those things. Yeah, and where now I'm curious about what they're going to do at the QB position here. You just have two quarterbacks.
I think they're going to shop Ron McCarthy, and I've heard that they are taking calls on him.
Okay.
So why have two QBs or why sideline McCarthy for another 5, 6, 7 years?
Yeah.
Because Kyler Murray's still got 5, 6, 7 years in him.
You know who could use McCarthy, actually? I just heard that Arizona just lost their quarterback. Arizona, get on the phone.
Who do they have? Who does Arizona have? I don't even know who their backup is.
Well, I mean, it's going to be up to them to figure that out. But I think for Vikings, I think it's a really good pickup.
Yeah.
Let's touch on the Eagles.
And Dalton goes to the Eagles. Just a minor move.
Minor move. Eagles need more of an overhaul with their offensive scheme, but I think it's a good pickup for them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, put some comments down. Let us know how we're doing as a podcast. We'd love some feedback. Me and Harv thrive on criticism. If you have any notes or any negative criticism, keep it to yourself. We don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. But Dumb Fans, Sports Show, Amber Harp. Thank you again.